What's up, Bulldog? Sorry, I thought I'd just share some of the thoughts that I have with you on some of the topics that I've been talking about and just kind of the future of Bulldog mindset and kind of myself. So I appreciate all the support, you guys, when I do the videos that says, things like I'm struggling. It's kind of funny, though. Those videos are always 1 out of 10 because we do a poll and you guys say you want mindset, but what you really want is you want John struggling. And I get it. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there's two reasons for it. I mean, one is because sometimes it's nice to know that someone who has been successful has the same problems that you do and has problems in their life. I mean, it is a comforting thing to know, wow, okay, someone can who maybe hopefully again, I'm trying to toot my own horn, but if you've looked up to me, that I can fall down. I am not perfect. I make mistakes or I get stuck, just like you do. And I think the second reason is because you guys just are awesome and you support me. And when you see that I'm in trouble, you come to my aid, and I appreciate that. So with that said, I guess this is just kind of an update video, and I've got some things I think I'd like to talk about. But the big thing is, what I've been focusing on, and, I was a little bit reluctant to do a video on this because I don't want to be held to this as I'm still figuring things out. But this is sort of my plan right now. And, ever since I did that video, I sort of had some insights and really been thinking about things. And I think I'm coming through on the other side and figuring out, what's really going to light me up and where my next steps are going to be. Right. So what I'm working on right now is I've talked about this, about redoing the Bulldog Mindset membership, and I'm in the process of creating a new sales page for that. That's not as spammy marketing, like I said, that's a lot more authentic and just kind of shows what's in there and everything. And I'm combining everything from Bulldog Mindset into the membership so that even some of the other courses and stuff, aside from the Well That Never Runs Dry program, that's a separate thing. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm combining, I've got an AI version of myself that's trained on all of my videos, like 3,000 videos that I'm putting in there that I was going to kind of do a separate thing. And I'm putting that in there, the confidence course, possibly, definitely at least my productivity system, like the training for it, but potentially even the software for it. So there's going to be a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to add more videos to that. I've already revamped the look and feel of it and made it a lot more easy to use, and added a comedian Kajabi. So I kind of want to get that wrapped up so that it's more on autopilot, so that all I really have to do is do these videos, and then in these videos I will promote and say, hey, you should join the membership, right? And that's a way of promoting the membership. And then I'll just create new content for the membership, kind of in-depth stuff like I was doing before, but even higher quality videos, just really breaking down topics to the extreme, right? So that's number one. Number two is that what I realized that I'm really passionate about, and I think is extremely valuable, and this could be a whole video in itself, is relationship coaching for men. And that might seem a little bit weird. I think as I was thinking about this, I was like, that seems weird. Is John really the guy to do relationship coaching for men? Especially, I mean, look at his history. Look at, he just went through a divorce. He was cheating on his ex-wife. Do I trust this guy to give me relationship advice? And the answer is, it's complicated. So there's a few things I would say about that. All right. So the first thing is, I was in a 20-year marriage. That's a long time. I learned a lot of things in that. I made a lot of mistakes in that. So I gained a lot of experience from that. And not only that, but towards the end of that, like I said, I was going outside of the marriage. Right. I did the whole video on that, and I'm going to go into all the details here. But I mean, most of you guys know, you've seen the video. But I learned a lot about masculinity. Became a lot more masculine myself, and picking up women, right? I mean, I learned a lot about female nature. I taught guys, I coached guys. I had a lot of success coaching guys. So, and I had to, really learn things really quickly myself. And a lot of it was already kind of the nature that I understood from being in marriage and from just being in personal development space and, in a lot of things like that. So I gained a lot of experience there, and I learned a lot about the nature of women, what they're looking for, and also kind of the way that I approached sort of pickup in game was not in the kind of sleazy way that I think a lot of people might view it. But to be honest with you, I was doing that really almost, and I did a video talking about this before, like alphas fall in love. And I was talking about almost like falling in love for the night, like more of a Don Juan kind of romance type of thing. So I really perfected that, myself, whereas to the point where a lot of the women that I would have interactions with, they would say, you're the best man I've ever met. And, it would always be on a good note. Again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn and all of this stuff. I know sometimes it might come across that way. So, and then the other thing, third aspect is, I'm currently married again, obviously, to my wonderful wife, Nicole. We've been in a relationship together for 3 years now. And that's not a huge amount of time, but it is a huge amount of time when you consider that we're essentially still in what most people would describe as the honeymoon phase. I mean, if you could see into our relationship, you would see that we get along better than anyone I've ever met. I mean, we spend all our time together. We do not say mean words to each other. Not to say that we don't ever have any kind of conflicts or arguments or disagreements, but they're not the full-scale nuclear war. They're little things, honestly, for the most part, and we resolve them usually in a good way, and our relationship improves, and our attraction for each other has increased over time, not decreased, right? As far as sex life, it's, I don't need to go into super details there, but it's pretty crazy, and it seems to get better. And this is 3 years in, right? So, and the reason for this is because primarily, I mean, obviously we're a good match, but I believe it's the way that I've led the relationship as a man from the lessons that I've learned. I think that's a very, very large degree of the success that we have. And like I said, I figured this out towards the end of my previous marriage, and through actually game and pickup and understanding women and understanding the psychology of women and philosophy and putting that all together. And a lot of the emotional mastery and spiritual development that I had gone through brought me on this path. And that's why I've done some of these videos on this channel talking about, what does a woman bring to the table, like the question, and why that's not a good question. And, to be honest with you, I have the answers that most guys are missing in terms of success with women in a relationship, right? And so to say all that is just to say that that's sort of my qualifications, right? Is that I can show you, I can show you how to have what I have and how I built it, because I did it, because I wasn't doing that before. And now I know what things still even that I need to improve on. But I've also coached a lot of guys, in this area, but that's kind of the qualification. But then we get to, the actual passion about it. And this is something that I'm super passionate about for a multitude of reasons, right? I've always been fascinated by psychology and female psychology. And that goes back to the whole dating pickup thing. The biggest thing for me in that was figuring things out and the conquest aspect of it, which comes down to understanding the psychology of women. It's a philosophy, right? This is all just a form of philosophy, understanding the psychology of people in general. And so I'm super passionate about it, just because I'm very interested in it. I very much like this. I could talk about these topics all day. I frequently do with Nicole. That's why we started our Better Than Perfect podcast, because we were having these conversations and we both find them fascinating. And then it's also something that I feel like is perhaps the greatest good that I can do in this world today, because I know the impact that men have on society and the world and the women that they're with and children, right? And if you can learn to be a good man in a relationship, the quality of your life will improve so dramatically. It's amazing. Like, a woman will respond to that. Like, if you understand the masculine and the feminine, if you understand how to nurture the feminine, again, I'm not going to get into all the details because I did that in some of the previous videos, but the impact that you will have on her life and your life and then your children's life and society in general as those children grow up is amazing. Like, there's no other place where I could give you the most leverage in life and improve the world the most, make the most impact on the most people's lives, because there's very few men who know how to lead relationships today and are masculine and understand those concepts, who are not nice guys, who are not pushovers, but are true leaders and that women respect. And I want to show guys how to do that uh, because it's just such a hard. I mean, the toughest heartaches that you're going to go through in life is going to be relationship wise, right? I can tell you as a man, the thing that will destroy your life more than anything else is your relationship. It will, right? And you're going to want to have a relationship with a woman. I know that you might not think so, some of you guys, but you will. And you know, if you're really honest with yourself, you know that that's what you really want because that's what you're built to want. And so it's such an important thing that, and nobody that I have found in the world really is taking the approach that I'm taking with this. There's no one that's really talking about how to be a man in a relationship, the masculine element of it. Yeah, there's a couple of good books on it, but I don't really see the videos or the coaching. And I think it's very, very important, right? I've already started coaching some guys and have had some really good success with that. And I can immediately identify what the problem is and how to fix that because I know how you should show up as a man in a relationship. So anyway, I don't want to get into too much of the details of that, but needless to say, I'm very passionate about it. I'm very excited about this. You know, this is something that I would do for free, that I do for free. In fact, what I'm doing now, and if you're interested, you can send me an email. I was going to put out a form, and I will eventually, but if you're super interested and you want some relationship coaching, I'm going to probably take on about 10 guys and do free one-on-one relationship coaching to help you out. And the plan is, I mean, I'll record the videos, but it'll be just for my or your use. You know, I'm not going to publicly put them out there, but just to transcribe them so I can gather data. Because what I want to do with this is I want to start a new, essentially, branch or business or kind of move Bulldog Mindset into the direction of relationship coaching. And so I want to gather data. I want to figure out what are your relationship problems, what do you guys need help with, and then also what things am I saying that I can put into course and modules and to create this really good, because I want to create the ultimate relationship coaching program for men. Honestly, that's what I want to do. I'm super excited and passionate about doing that. And yeah, so if you want to email me, john@bulldogmindset.com, give me some details, obviously, and and we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to be pretty selective about this because I want to get good quality results and we'll get some testimonials, and then eventually I'll launch a coaching program and product with that I feel also will be very legit, that I feel will not be spammy, markety, kind of just me being honest, wanting to help you and wanting to work with guys individually on this because I enjoy doing this kind of work. So that's kind of that plan. And then in conjunction with that plan, the other thing that I'm really passionate about that I want to do, and I want to combine these things, is I want to make super high quality videos. I like making these videos where I'm talking to the camera here. But when I was making those super high quality videos at the beginning of last year, I loved doing that. It was so much fun. I enjoyed doing the acting and writing the scripts. I enjoy writing. And, those videos were costing me a lot of money because I had a videographer that was helping me. I think I can do that a lot cheaper now as I understand a lot of the stuff myself and learned a lot. I still need to go through and learn editing again. I used to edit my own stuff, but it's been a while, so I need to do that because I want to do my own edits as well as what the other thing that I realized. And so my plan is to start doing, I don't think it'll be on this channel because I think this will continue to be daily videos. I mean, we'll have to see how that goes. Maybe this channel, the frequency decreases, but this becomes more of the, like the impersonal or the personal videos of just me sharing my thoughts on what I'm doing. And then maybe there's a new channel that is like Bulldog Mindset Presents, or maybe just John Sonma's channel. And every other week I produce one of these super high quality videos. And then probably the call to action in those videos would be something to the relationship coaching, even though my primary topics would be about masculinity and personal development and philosophy, right? But I want to take some real in-depth dives into those things and just make what I feel is just really cool art, And I'm a little bit worried on the financial side of things with all of this because I'm dropping a lot of stuff. I'm not promoting a lot of stuff, and like I said, I do have bills to pay. I mean, obviously I've got passive income and whatnot, but I've talked about the situation with the house and expenses and, and divorce and all those things. But but yeah, but I have a lot of faith in this. I'm doing the Better Than Perfect podcast with my wife. I'll continue doing that, and I enjoy doing that. That's also the audience for this product as well. I'm focusing on men in relationships because men are the ones who can make the impact and need the most help in relationships. So that's kind of where I'm at. As far as the Well That Everyone's Tried, the financial freedom program, that's still open and still available. If you're interested, I might be closing it down soon here. We'll see. It just depends. I'm just not seeing, I'm not promoting as much, so I'm not seeing as much interest in it. But if you're interested in it and you want to get in now would be a good time to DM me the word YouTube on Instagram, and someone from my team will help you with that. I think it's a solid program. Like I said, I've got all the information about becoming financially free in there and helping you to reach those goals. It's just not the thing that I'm the most passionate about. And I think it's for a variety of reasons, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think this is a good update in the sense that I feel better. I feel like this is a solid plan and something that I'm excited about. I am a little bit nervous, like I said, about getting things off the ground and the time that it might take to do that. So, in the meantime, if you want to support me, join the Bulldog Mindset membership. And, like I said, a lot of good stuff you're going to get your value from the Bulldog Mindset membership. I promise you. It's just, there's so much value there that it's totally worth it. And then when this other stuff comes along, I'll let you know about it. And I'm looking forward to this, and I'm excited about it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, but I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support that you guys have given me, and it's hard too, because it's hard to make some of these videos because I'm like, I don't, obviously a lot of you guys rely on me. Some of you guys are my coaching clients. I don't want to seem like I'm just lost and I don't know what the hell I'm doing, right? Yeah, sometimes everybody feels like that, but sometimes I also forget. One of my mentees that I've been coaching, helping out, young guy, he called me up the other day and he's like, man, John, just want you to know how valuable you are and all the things that you've accomplished, and what a great man you are, and these things, and it just, he just reminded me of who I am and what I did to get here, and how important that was, and I think that was important because I forgot. It's like, again, like I said, it is hard to make these videos because I don't want to present an image that you can't trust me, and I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with my own life. How can I help you with yours? Because that's not true, in the sense that I can probably give a lot better direction to other people than at the limbo state that I was myself. But I'm figuring it out. I'm getting back on top. And, and that's part of the process of life and growing. And I've been through this multiple times, and you'll go through this. And, like I said, I want to help you to do that. But the most important thing to me is being authentic and transparent, right? And so I do realize that sometimes making videos like this and talking about these things openly may cost me some business. And I understand that. And I think that's a price that I'm willing to pay, honestly, because, I'm human, and, I don't know. That's it. All right. That's it. That's the end of this video. We'll see you tomorrow.